Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well today. So I want to share with you really quickly what happened to me over the weekend. Saturday, I got really sick and I started throwing up for 5 hours. I'm not fruit fasting anymore, and I did bring in some vegetables back in and a lot of raw food like salads and stuff like that. But I decided to have some steamed broccoli because I love broccoli and I've been craving it for a while, and so I thought I would have some steamed broccoli. It was organic and I took it out, and normally I wash all my fruits and vegetables with apple cider vinegar, and I use this one right here, the Bragg's, and I mix about a couple quarts of water and about a cup of apple cider vinegar, and I let all my fruits and vegetables soak in that for about 10 to 15 minutes. My strawberries, I tend to soak those a little bit longer because all the pores in them and chemicals and stuff can get inside those little pores. But I always soak my fruits and vegetables in apple cider vinegar because I don't trust it. Even if it's organic, I just don't trust it unless I'm growing it in my own yard. So, but this time I took my broccoli out and I was being a little lazy, and I thought, well, it is organic, I'm just gonna rinse it really good. And I did. I rinsed it pretty good, but I did not soak it in my apple cider vinegar. And so I went ahead and steamed it, and I don't steam my vegetables till they're really soft and mushy. I just steam them just a little bit. I want them still kind of crunchy because I still kind of want the nutrients to kind of be in my vegetables. I don't want to cook them all out. So I did that, and while that was steaming, I did have some crackers, some Annie crackers, and it's a rice cracker, and I made some raw nacho cheese with some cashews. So I had a couple of those, and then my broccoli was done, and I went ahead and ate that, and it was for my lunch. So it was around 1 o'clock. I had my smoothie in the morning, and I went out and I ran some errands, and I was feeling really good. So I started eating my broccoli, and when I took the first bite, it did kind of taste a little different. And I thought, well, maybe it's because I haven't had it in a while. And the taste was a little off, but not to the point where I was like, oh, this is bad. Nothing like that. So I went ahead and ate it, and about 40 minutes after, I started feeling really nauseous, and I laid on the couch and I thought, this is really weird, right? And I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't wash my broccoli with my apple cider vinegar. I got a little nervous. Well, around 3 o'clock, 3:15 is when I threw up for the first time. I threw the crackers up, all the broccoli up. And I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't thrown up in years, and I can handle anything. I can handle a cold, whatever. But when I have a stomach ache, oh my gosh, it is the worst feeling ever. I am such a baby. And so I threw up, and then I went and lay down, and I thought, okay, and I felt better. 10 minutes later, came back. I threw up again. I felt better, it came back. I threw up again. I kept throwing up. And until it was that acid that comes out, and I was just dry heaving. Oh my God, it was so painful. And when I was in the middle of it, it was about 3 to 4 hours of throwing up. I had the worst abdominal pain ever, and that really freaked me out. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. This is gonna kill me. I couldn't believe that this was happening to me. And another thing too, and I thought, God, what was it that was on the broccoli? Was it contaminated with pesticides, herbicides, all Roundup, all the chemicals? When I got sick, I just threw up. I didn't have diarrhea or nothing like that. It was really bizarre. I threw up for 5 hours, and about 8:30 well, about 8 o'clock, I laid down and I thought, oh my gosh, okay, here we go. So I laid down and I was just waiting for it to come back again so I can go throw up. And I actually fell asleep. I woke up around 9:15 and I felt good. I was like, oh my gosh, it's gone. It's gone. So all of a sudden, I was craving orange juice. Like there is no tomorrow. Like I had to have orange juice. So I got up, I went outside and picked 4 oranges off my tree, came in and I peeled them and I put the whole entire orange in my blender. I took a cup of blueberries, I put that in there, and I took Dr. Morris's Superfood Blend number 2, and I put a scoop of that in there. I blended it up, and it was the best orange juice I've ever had in my whole entire life. I felt my body really just taking it all in, every drink. I was so dehydrated because I was just purging. My body was just purging everything out. And so right after I drank the orange juice, I felt great. Like it never happened. It was the strangest thing. I ended up, I was up till like midnight, but I felt so good and I was so happy that it was over with. But yeah, it was pretty painful experience. I was literally curled up in a ball. My husband kept checking in on me. I think he was pretty worried. I think just because I was having so much abdominal pain. I think that was what was freaking me out. But I am okay. Lesson learned. I don't know. What do you think it was? Do you think it was, because of the way I eat so clean that if there was maybe some herbicides on there or any kind of chemical, my body isn't used to that anymore. So maybe something like that happened, or maybe it was something that was cross-contaminated. I don't know. But I know one thing for sure is I will never not wash my fruits and vegetables with my apple cider vinegar ever again, because I don't want to ever experience that again. Okay. So always wash your fruits and vegetables. It's very, very important. So anyways, I want to share with you really quickly a comment that one of my subscribers posted on my YouTube channel, and I just want to read it to you because some of these comments are just so cool, and it's just more confirmation. So anyways, I want to read this really quick. It's from Mark Fraser, and it says, "Thank you for sharing your healing journey. It's important that people can hear these testimonies. People are suffering and the medical community is not sharing this information. I'm glad you mentioned Dr. Robert Morris and Chris beat cancer. When I tell my doctors I am juicing or eating a raw plant-based diet, they either say they know nothing about it, or worse, they tell me it won't work. Meanwhile, my tumor in my spine is shrinking." How powerful is that, right? I just love hearing little stories like this, and your comments are so powerful because this is how we are learning. We learn from when we step out of the box and we take our lives in our own hands, and we do our research, of course. And of course, I'm not saying, don't trust your doctors, or I'm just saying when it comes to putting anything into our body, we need to do our research and make sure, what are the side effects? How is my body gonna react to it? And when you take something and your body reacts in a way of vomiting, diarrhea, blood clots, all these things, you want to kind of step back and say, I don't know. I think I'm going to pass on that. I know I would, but that's just me. But there are a lot of these testimonies that are out there when you research them, and people are taking responsibility for their lives, and they're changing what they put into their body, the stress levels that is around them, and they're healing, and it's a powerful thing. And I truly believe our bodies will heal, and as long as we change why we got to this place in the beginning. So I just wanted to share that comment with you because I just like I said, these go right to my heart, and I just get so excited when someone has a testimony and they're getting their remedy. So it's cool. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end there, and I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. God bless.